All right, let's kick this shit.
You hit it off with the bumper knife straight.
I don't know about you, Greg, but New Pinball Day is always the greatest time of the year. It's our
exciting.
Christmas.
Pretty exciting.
And this one does not disappoint. I cannot wait. These people, at this point in time, they have seen everything there is to know about Dune Pinball from Barrels of Fun Pinball.
Honestly, this one may be more special than any
Oh,
upcoming
careful.
release.
Really?
Only because it took me by such surprise.
So surprised.
The other things, you know, you hear rumors and you expect a certain thing and you're
You
blind.
build up expectations.
But you hear Dune, and unless you're just a
Were you a big Dune?
No, I didn't care.
No.
I didn't care.
I wasn't.
I was just like, okay, it saves me a little bit of
They're
money.
probably not going to
Whatever.
like hearing this.
Yeah.
Sorry, Barrels, but like,
Yeah, no.
when I heard Dune, I was like,
Yeah.
awesome movie.
Yeah, fine with it. But
Timothy
it's
Chalamet, you know
Yeah.
you got a crush on it.
he's a weird little shit. But I like him. He seems
Bob
like a good
Dylan,
kid. Yeah.
smoking
yeah.
seeds.
He's good though.
He's a
good
smoker.
actor.
Oh, he's
a good little
fantastic.
actor. Yeah.
Wonka though?
I like him. Nah, I won't.
Yeah, kids love that.
Yeah.
Got great reviews.
It's still, I mean,
Sorry, Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah,
we love you.
we love you.
We do love you. He got his little. I should have my little sleep apnea thing for Dune.
my favorite thing still is Adam Sandler. Chalamet.
Oh, Chalamet.
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 It's so special.
So Dune, whenever I seen the films, I was like, "Oh, this is epic. This is a badass
Yes.
film." But nothing screamed like I have to have this pinball machine
Yeah,
like other themes.
Well,
would.
you're not going and buying, like, it's a great movie, it's a blockbuster, it's huge, but you're not going and buying, like, Dune t-shirt now and hanging Dune
And maybe
posters
in
on
20
your
years
wall.
people will. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
I think they're
Could.
making another film, aren't they?
Yeah, I think there is another one. And you've got the books, I mean, obviously, so, I mean, it has
And the actors in it are
a larger
fantastic.
cult following, but I think...
And the score?
yeah,
Oh,
I mean, it's gorgeous, but again, it's not something, like, are you really clamoring
some people are. I just.
for that, per se?
So that's why we're here to tell you whenever we seen the trailer that you guys seen in the pictures, it was like a, oh shit. Like,
Yeah.
we need to pay attention real quick to
Yeah.
this because this looks
Yeah.
more fun, more
Yeah.
loaded. Like,
Yeah.
it took a theme that I was neutral on and I was like, okay, like this is the pinball player's experience. So we felt so strongly about it that we wanted to at least do a video to showcase like all the cool shit in this game.
You know, we're kind of assholes. We're kind of terrible.
No, we're not. We're
Because,
nice guys.
well, from the standpoint, though, that, like, we probably should have, after Labyrinth, we probably...
That was
even
my
though,
baby. I
even
love
though, but I'm just saying, though, even though it was Dune and we weren't, like, on board with Dune,
Yeah.
we should have still at least expected
Well, people didn't know though, like
greatness.
look, Barrels
Out
came,
of this.
Barrels came out of the gate. For those of you not aware, Barrels of Fun is the company. They were a new company as of like last year.
Yeah.
But they came from good pedigree.
I was going to say, a lot of
Pinball
hard, heavy hitters on the team.
filmmakers, stuff like
Yes.
that. So good team there. But they made Labyrinth, which is a theme that I love because it's Jim Henson. I grew up with it.
Yeah.
But some people were like, oh, okay. But they checked every box. They unveiled. They built a brand overnight, and they did everything right. Everybody fell in love with
Yes.
this company because they did everything right.
Yes.
They released and had games in boxes.
Yes.
The quality of this thing has held up like a tank.
Yes.
They loaded down their games more than
Lots of fun
more
cool
than
things.
most
Yes.
any manufacturer.
Yep.
And not to nerd out, but they had one model. They said, boom, we're going to load down. It's one model.
Yes.
Here it is. And it came at like one of the best values in all of pinball.
Yes.
So it shocked the entire industry. So, but some people were thinking, maybe they just got lucky.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then they heard Dune and they're like, okay,
Yeah.
we'll see. And yeah, a lot of these people are watching this video because they're like, I agree. This damn game is something.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't expecting it.
No, I know.
My expectations were kind of like,
yeah.
it's going to be hard to compete in 2020.
And that's what, when we talked on the phone, I hadn't
Whoa.
seen it yet. And you were like, oh, you just...
I'm like, no, just
yeah,
wait.
You just wait.
Just
you were
wait.
like, ah.
They did it.
That's pretty
they
freaking
did.
exciting,
I
dude.
think this is what they do. I think this is the company this is going to be.
Well,
which it makes me so happy.
Yeah, and it's like you said, man, it's easy. Like, I think when Elwin first came out, did Elwin get lucky? You know what I'm saying?
People were like,
he worked on one design
Iron
for a
Maiden's
while.
awesome.
Yeah,
Was
but he
it?
worked on that for a while. So it's like, what's he gonna do next?
And then
like,
he came out with Jurassic Park. People like, okay, all right, this
and then
is it.
I think Barrels is gonna be that same way. I mean, after this, I think it takes one game you can get lucky. 2 games, no, you're doing something.
So we're here to give you a first impressions. We're gonna dive deep into the different categories of this particular new game. And yeah, I'm with you. I think that moving forward, Barrels wants to build a brand around collectability and building an environment under the glass.
Something
truly world under glass.
Always an advocate for, and it's something we've always spoke on.
Yes.
And that's what's important. And I think
they listened.
Yeah,
they've
and
been preaching.
I think that pinball manufacturers have just gotten away from that so much. I think Spooky is still very good about that. Spooky is
upped their game quite a bit too.
Yes, they have.
Stern is even upped their game quite a bit. Like
stuff.
Uncanny X-Men being loaded.
Yeah, it was loaded.
A lot of stuff there.
But still, the world, like I love them bringing back the sculpts. I love them bringing back stuff like things
it could be plastics.
It could be,
but it's a sculpted world everywhere.
And that's what creates it, man. And I still look at those as toys. Like, honestly, this sounds so bad. I could do away with a few mechs as long as it's a beautiful sculpted world under glass. Like, I just, when I look down at that game, like, I really want to just feel like that I'm in.
You want to feel like a kid again playing with Castle Grayskull.
Yes.
Like physical Castle Grayskull. You don't want a square cube of plastic.
Plastics printed.
Like, the 2D plastics. You want mold.
And that's almost what it does, is it brings back, you didn't play, like that's almost like playing with wooden toys versus G.I. Joe action figures. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just a separation because it pulls you in more.
It's
the more realistic something is, and that's what they've done.
That's what it is, and that's what we wanted.
Yes.
So, it checks boxes. Let's go through it, though. We talked about the theme. What about art? This is, again, same artist from Labyrinth.
Yes.
We got Jonathan Bergeron. I think he goes by Johnny Cramp. But Johnny B. And I got to tell you, what do you think? I thought Dune was just sand. That's part of what drew me off, because I'm like, what are they going to do with Dune? Like, they're just going to have yellow everywhere?
Well, so I guess that I have to apologize to Johnny Crap.
Johnny Bergeron getting an apology from Greg Bone? Why?
Because if any of you are familiar with me, I crapped all over Johnny Crap.
You're going back to Jurassic
with Jurassic Park really bad. He deserved it.
He made it up for me in Labyrinth.
Labyrinth is beautiful. But this is stunning.
This is beautiful, and it shouldn't be.
Great, great job.
This shouldn't be beautiful. I think the reason why this is beautiful, for those of you looking at cabinet art or playfield art, it meshes well. The cabinet art, the back glass, the playfield, all of it looks like it belongs together.
But you know what also is nice is that he kept that richness that I've been looking for in art again on pinball. He's kept that richness without blowing colors out. It's not just a in-your-face machine. It's just beautiful, but it's not, like you said, it's not just like all browns or just like very dark and sultry. Like, it has that richness to it, but it's still... It's not muted.
That was not the first feedback I gave the guys over at Barrels is, this is so beautiful and it shouldn't be because of, so on the sand colors, the earth tones, they leaned orange.
Yes.
Sorry, as I'm leaning orange.
Yeah.
And then they pulled spice and the blue, iridescent blue, popped that up, and then a royal blue to go with the orange. That palette, Greg?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
It's like
that palette's killer.
We both kind of sort of mentioned it at the same time. It's very reminiscent of Stargate. Like, what were you really going to do with Stargate? You're in the desert.
For us, there's some beauty in Stargate.
Like the colors, because the way that art and the pinks and different stuff that was mixed in that, it's not just a drab game that's all orange or all brown. Like, but it fits. It doesn't feel out of place. It doesn't.
Just the sizzle reel when they did a pan of the back glass, I'm like, why am I supposed to? I ain't supposed to like back glasses that much. Like, it's beautiful. Dude, that's rich.
That's what sold. Like seeing the playfield and stuff, everything looks awesome. It looks beautiful. Yeah. But that back glass just as an art piece, you know how we all are as pinball people. Yeah. Like, we look at it as a piece of art. That's what sold me on it. That's what said, I would buy this game now.
I know.
Because it doesn't feel out of place. It's a blockbuster movie. Yeah. It looks gorgeous. It's not, I don't know.
No. What sold me for the art, maybe this is small for people, but that effing apron. I told you,
you did.
Oh my God. Yeah. The apron art. It might be the prettiest apron art I've ever seen because it pulls you into the novels. I didn't read the novels.
Yeah.
But that was like, they're pulling the art from what everybody loved from those novels. So iconic.
Yes.
And they put some of that on the cabinet stuff, so they integrated it with the film. But it just screams on that apron. And
really
on the
does.
playfield, the characters. I know it's still Chalamet. I know it's still them. But it's illustrated in a way that feels like it was like bred with the novel.
Yes.
And
It's
that's what you got
not
the
an
rich
easy
blues.
thing to do.
God,
Yeah.
it shouldn't be this pretty.
No,
Shouldn't be this pretty.
it is gorgeous. It really is gorgeous.
It's pretty.
It really is.
It is a pretty game.
It really. It's prettier than Labyrinth.
And what they added to this, they're pushing value this release. I don't know if you've seen, I don't know if you guys have noticed. Barrel's really pushing value, what you get for the dollar. Like, we will load this game down like you've never seen, and it's all hashtag included. And it's still, when you compare it to other things on the market, it is still the best value, or that's what they're arguing. So they've added what they're calling Evergloss High Gloss Decal Art. So, I don't want to use the term, sorry, radicals, basically.
Yeah.
They're doing their own thing of radicals where you, or Spooky does
like a buttercab.
But they do it different because it's printed on.
Yes.
This is more
it's a decal.
It's like a radical, thick. But so it's a beautiful gloss, so it's going to make those colors pop
Be real
more.
rich.
And they've embedded, like Jersey Jack has, embedded metallic details into it.
Oh, into the cap?
So you're going to catch at different things. I think they're pulling that spice, that blue. I think that's what they're pulling
that's
into.
smart.
So that's part of their art. So now we got to shift to my favorite part of this game. This is what sold me, and this is why this game will be going in my collection without a doubt. And I don't even know really rules and stuff yet. We'll talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
But for me,
because some stuff stood out.
For me, it's the shots and layout.
Yeah.
It is the toys and mechs. This is to me, Greg and viewer, this is everything a pinball player wants.
Yeah.
It is not a return ramp that comes straight back to a flipper safe. No, it goes under the mountains and the dunes of sand, comes back, pops out of a hole, can be diverted. There's diverters, there's
Let's not say there's just all kinds of ball locks. There's things that just stage the ball.
Yes,
there's there's magnets.
There's 4 physical ball locks.
Yeah.
Pinball players love physical ball
3
locks.
spinners.
3 spinners. They
a worm.
2.
A multi-staging worm.
A multi-staging. Well, if we're talking about toys and that, yes. There's.
Oh, sorry.
I think
I still look at it's still a shot though because of the way
that's why
it's
I put
holding
it together.
Yes.
Like, and we're nerding out. I know, but damn, I just love this kind of stuff. Like this is why we're in the industry. This is why we're in this hobby.
Oh yeah.
Like this is the shit that we love.
Yeah.
So sorry for geeking. Well, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. Click it off if you don't want it happen.
Because it's something again that we've just always
4 magnets.
We've always talked about. It's just like load the game down with cool features, cool
Make an
stuff.
environment. Put magnets. What do I always say? Why don't people put magnets more in games?
Yeah.
And these magnets are catching balls. These magnets are throwing balls. These magnets are doing all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
You know how much I love Radical?
Yeah.
The Bally game?
Yes.
Back in 1990? 1991?
91.
Radical's my favorite System 11, or probably my favorite System 11. One of my favorite games of all time. And I've always said, like, I felt like these people are speaking to me. I said, why didn't somebody redo Radical?
Yeah.
And this is kind of Radical 2.0.
Yeah.
I feel a lot of Radical stuff.
Just
where
the ramps.
The whimsy. We talk about the whimsy of maybe a J-pop. The Radical wasn't.
Yeah.
But the whimsy of ramps. That whole mechanism to the right.
Yes.
That staging where it kinetically kicks a ball out, hits the ball back.
Yeah.
That's Radical.
Yeah. It's just it's so neat. And there's so much you can do over there.
Yeah,
like that's not a one-trick pony. In that one section, that one little small gradient section.
Yeah, because they added a drop target.
Yes.
The drop target can block your shots.
Yeah.
That drop target maybe catches a ball.
Yes.
And stages it.
Yeah. Like a lot of these mechs and stuff, like what that does too, I know we're not into coding yet, but when you've got so many mechs that can do multiple things, like that opens up a whole new world of coding. Like we saw that on like Labyrinth when they did that
with
with
the Fireys.
The Fireys.
Yes.
And the different things that you could do by just holding a ball and doing
they'll taunt you and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that a lot of these staging and these balls or those paths, like the kinetic thing or putting a drop target up there, it just opens up a whole new world of coding and what you can do with the rules. Yes,
because you can stop the player and say, "Hey, that's cool. We're holding your ball for a little bit. Check this out."
100%.
And now we're going to amp you up for this next shot because you better not miss it.
Exactly.
That kind of stuff.
Yep.
Diverters, posts. Anytime you're doing that stuff, that's what us pinball players go nuts for.
Yes.
So again, to reiterate, you can get past, again, sorry, Barrow, you can get past the neutral theme that we are.
Yes.
If you do everything else like this.
Yeah, because it's still going to be an amazing
That's why
game.
they sold a ton of Labyrinth.
Yes. Yes.
Because a lot of people didn't care about Labyrinth,
No.
but they were like, oh God, this is great.
Yeah.
It seemed like we started from like the right. Let's work our way up. It's got an orbit, but it's got a ramp. So
Yeah.
lift ramp. Again,
Yes.
multi-stage kind of shots. I love that even as we're going to the left even more, Greg, I like that they put a plastic over a shot. And it's still transparent, like we're looking at it front like that. It's just cool. It's a nice touch that you're going under something, and that's where that magnet is. It can throw
But
it around.
it's not overly done like an upper playfield or like even like Whitewater.
Yeah.
To where there's so much is blocked.
No,
like
they still put a window.
Yeah, you
in
don't
it
feel
for
like
it.
you
It's just a cool touch.
It is, but yeah, you're just not overly. You're not just like, oh, I don't know where that shot goes and everything.
It's
Which
like-
I love Whitewater. I love how
It seems like it's like the one plastic I see in this entire game, and even then they
got
make
molding.
it detailed, and then they put a fork in front of it. That way, if you want to hold the ball there, you can. That's that fiery shot. How you can hit the ball. Maybe the magnet whips it around and holds it, and you hit the ball again, and the magnet.
And then literally
because there's a
connected to
magnet
that
in there.
is 3 targets.
Yeah,
Right there
Bounces
on that.
it.
I mean,
there's a spinner.
Yeah, it's
And then it whips back around. That does like a 180 back to the flipper.
every section is like its own
Multiple staged
staged world, like almost like you've got components and you've got these modules that are almost just setting all over that play field. Like they utilized every square inch that they could. Like I want to see.
And I love the molding on the cave molding or the sand dunes on the top right. I love that.
Oh yeah, and then the other worm next to it that's molded to like just
all of it's molded. And then I guess the wire form. I want to talk about the toys, but the wire forms and the paths and diverters in and of itself kind of a toy too.
Yeah, we've talked about that before.
Because
it's hard.
The whole pain trap thing.
Yeah.
I think they call it a pain trap, where they could just put it up on the LCD screen and be like, "Hey, this is where you're gonna have to put your hand on the thing."
Yes.
Right. And you're gonna have to you're gonna have to control it. The minute you let go of that, you die. But they didn't. They've got a little box that kicks out.
Yeah.
A sculpted box.
Yeah.
Kicks out, and then under that, I don't know if you guys seen it in the video, and we know a little bit more about it, but under that's like a little drop target.
Yes.
That can lock a ball.
Yeah.
It can throw a ball out to kick a ball out. It's again a multiple option toy under that.
In one little small place.
Yeah, just so cool. So, and then it's got the little claw. Remember that?
Oh yeah, that's stop. So yeah,
So when you hit the ramp, it can stop a ball
And
on
then
the
kick it
claw,
back.
and then kick it up and around into that little pain box thing. That's really cool.
it's so insane.
All right, and then there's scoop holes that I don't even know, like the thumper. The boom. It's hidden by a pop bumper. How smart is that? And like there's again sculpting of it doesn't look like pop bumper because you got sand that covers over it.
Yeah.
But there's a path. There's a spinner path that I was telling you about. See, the spinner path. Does it go into that hole? If you hold your flipper up, does it go?
Because that's the weird thing. Is like there's a scoop and then there's a hole behind the scoop.
Like Attack from Mars.
Yeah, this is very
like a two-way scoop. But I don't know what does it do when you rip that spinner? Does it go? I don't know.
Oh, you know what? I
That's
think
what I'm
you're right,
saying.
because I think remember how I was saying, well, it can't go into the scoop because there's nothing to stop it to
I
drop
think it goes into that one.
But it goes into that back hole because the flipper itself is utilized as like a
backstop.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
To soften it and drop it.
What if you leave the flipper open?
Will it skip the hole?
That's what I love when games like this come out because they want. I want to play them. I want to see what happens. I want to see where all the feeds are because I think in the trailer it showed like a plunge shot that can go in that hole if you hold the flipper up. Yeah. And then there's a magnet there that can stage a ball. There's orbits, another spinner up top. The third flipper has shots too.
Yeah.
You've got a ramp, side ramp. You got
good shots.
I don't know where some
What's
of this
seemingly
goes.
an orbit. You don't. It could go up to another wire form from that orbit looking area.
And they could put stand up targets. They put drops.
Yeah.
The drop targets there.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the toys because we got to talk. The layout's cool. There's a freaking the big thing is the worm.
Yes.
Right.
Oh.
When's the last time you rode the worm? Like a little worm or is it an eel? What is it?
You got the wrong bone, brother.
I know. Your mama be riding all kinds of worms. I'm sorry. I'll call her. I'm gonna send your mom flowers. Poor Miss
You
Bone.
probably need them after all that.
Oh, I know.
I'm eating all them worms.
Nasty old worms. I would not be surprised if she introduced us to somebody like, yeah, this is my friend. His name is Worm. Like, that would not surprise me at all. So the worm. All right. This worm.
Oh.
It's like a multi-staged. There's so many things this thing can do. It's got a magnet on it. So it can catch a ball.
Yes.
It can have it, the I don't even know how to say it without being a little sensual. It's a shroud can come up.
Yeah.
It can be a bash toy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then you can ride the worm like they do in the film.
Yeah.
Right? Shalameda. And ride, and it comes up almost like it's going to hit the glass.
Yeah.
Like kind of like
and then rolls off.
And then, puts it onto the wire form. Or, there's more. It can do more.
Okay.
Or, if it's flat down and it's got a magnet.
It'll still gobble it.
It can throw the ball around too.
Yeah, because it's throwing it in the thing.
Yeah, it can hit targets in there, or it can do more. It can even, the worm can eat the ball. The worm eats the ball.
That's what, but it can eat it. It looked like in that video, am I wrong? It ate it when it was completely down. Like it just sucked it in the ground. But then it was up and then did the same thing.
It can do it. It can eat it wherever. So if it's all the way up, instead of putting on, it can eat the ball.
Yeah.
And when it eats the ball, it's not like it hides it and brings it back up. It goes into a subway.
And it's so smooth and creepy looking.
Yeah.
It's almost like a magic trick, like watching it almost absorb.
Like grow.
Into.
It's like those little fire snakes that you light, and there's a little tablet, but it expands.
Oh,
it looks like dog poop.
And who would have thought that out of a mech? Like that alone is
That's cool.
We're always looking for innovation, and we're talking about like ingenious stuff. I mean, you could utilize that thing in so many aspects.
Well, somebody was like, Circus Voltaire is really cool. It's an eye catcher. Let's do that. But then let's add 4 or 5 different functions for it.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. So that's that's like one of the big toys. Harvester's badass.
Like such a good sculpt.
That's clean.
Yeah.
And it moves.
Yeah.
Lighting, it moves. I love the LCD integration. That's kind of a toy.
It is. 100% because it's another one of those things that just it adds to that world. Mm-hmm. And it's not just a wasted static toy. Like I said, just what it does is still going to make you feel like, oh shit, I know what's coming with the Harvester stuff. You know what I'm saying? And hitting those shots like you said on the back, the LCD.
I like it when it blew up on the that was cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it makes you feel like you're playing the movie.
Well, I know a lot of not to bring up other manufacturer stuff, but a lot of people like the idea of like, and some people are mixed on like the P3, how the whole thing is a screen and all of that. I'm mixed on that too and stuff because of the animation. But this is like what I want.
Yes.
I want it in the backboard so it's more ambient into the environment that you're building.
Yes.
That's what I want.
Yes.
So it's cool.
And Labyrinth was good. It was a very good start. But this seems like it's taking it up that next notch. They've learned what they can do with it. I feel like it's more accessible, and they're just utilizing that a lot more than Labyrinth, which they should. I mean, if you're going to do something that amazing,
go all in.
Go all in and utilize.
I forgot to tell these people. Maybe we told them at the top of the show. But if you guys stick around to the end of the show, I videotaped your reaction to watching the trailer for the first time.
Yeah.
So it's pretty hilarious because he's like a kid in a candy store. Every time he's got new stuff. I
love New Game Day.
But yeah,
especially something I ain't seen before.
You get to see that, and then they sent us a little video saying, "Hey, show Greg this." And it was. We'll let you know. It was partly to do with some of the cool stuff the LCD screen is going to do in the back, where it feels like it's interactive.
So when we say
if you make a shot,
I can't say too much.
It'll let you know.
You can't say too much. But yeah, it is everything that you would want.
Yeah,
it's everything.
So we talked about all the big worm. We talked about the harvester. We talked about the thumper bumper thing. Everything.
That thumper thing.
I do because it's so smart. I love when stuff.
You've talked about it all day.
When stuff lends itself to pinball.
Yeah.
First off, there's nostalgia in the term thumper bumper. Because that's what they used to call them in the past, thumper bumper. And then,
it's your high school nickname. Thumper bumper.
They call me that thumper bumper. I ain't got much, but I bump it. I give you a bump and a thump, baby.
We were born Navy.
It just makes sense that when you hit the pop bumper, it's like the symbols on GNR. The symbols on the pop bumper.
Yeah, which I love.
It just makes sense.
Yes, yep.
But I just love that it doesn't look like a pop bumper. It looks like sand.
Yeah,
and it looks like this thing. It just, I love when things are integrated so well that you can't picture any other toy that it doesn't fit better into.
Well, and again, you're just going to get that it's not just a coil or not just, I'm not saying not just coil, but a coil or a servo or something that's doing that. You're getting that, that reaction. You're getting that physical. It's adding to all your senses.
Sure, the senses.
Sight, sound. Yeah, you're just getting everything.
Well, and this time around, in Labyrinth, they didn't have a shaker. This time around, again, hashtag included, they're putting a shaker in this. So you can only imagine.
Boom, and then boom, boom, on the cabinet.
I'm telling you, man, get me all pumped up.
Oh, that's so nasty.
Damn, I love these.
That's so nasty.
I watched that trailer, I don't know how many damn times. I just kept going back. Now, what's that do? Now, how's that do?
I know. I'm going to have to watch it even more.
I love it. All right, what are we missing? Okay.
I'm seriously not lying. Like, there was no intent with this game.
I know.
Of me considering it.
I think.
And every time I look at it, it's freaking stunning.
This pumps me up for everything we're going to see from the future from this company.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they've hit 2 home runs here.
You imagine, like, a theme. If this continues, now you imagine a mainstream theme.
Like, I'm envious of the people, like Labyrinth, I got lucky because that was like a dream for me.
Yeah.
But for the Dune lovers out there.
Oh,
so whatever they do next, it's like, you can put these in your collection without having to worry about theme as much.
Yes.
It's weird. Okay. All right. Toys. So we talked about saying we're interactive harvester, the pain box with diverter, kickback, and lock built into it. All the sculpts, 4 magnets. We didn't talk about. So that LCD screen is a 14.9-inch LCD back panel. We didn't talk about, again, hashtag include what they're adding. Another innovation they're adding is what they're calling the Horizon Atmospheric Lighting. HAL for short.
Okay, what the hell's that?
So these are lights that go up almost Penn Stadium. Remember Penn Stadium's had lights?
Yeah.
But these are like hot rails up there.
Okay.
So it's interactive lighting. So based on the modes and stuff like that, it's going to be shooting down
it can
lighting.
Chase and do several.
All kinds of multicolored kind of stuff. So one of the examples was, I think they're okay. And this kind of jumps into rules a little bit because we don't know enough about rules and code.
Yeah.
We know that
we get to see some stuff in the trailer that you can feel.
And we know that
code.
It's the same team that did Labyrinth, which people heralded as just greatness code. So you've got Colin McAlpine, you've got Eric Pripke, you got Bowen Cairns. Like,
that's a lot of good code.
The code's going to be phenomenal. It's up there with the best of the games. But they're doing this thing with the Horizon Atmospheric Lighting to where, I don't think he cares how to tell us, like the spinners in the game. Remember like a Hobbit, when you hit it and you go through the map and stuff?
Yeah.
So on these, the spinners will progress throughout the day, time-wise. And there's going to be modes. I think I can tell this. I'm sorry if not. And tell me to edit, I can pull that down video. But like...
It always worries me.
I know.
It always worries me.
But it's so cool not to tell them. Like, but it progresses through the day and there's going to be some night modes. So you progress with some spinners. So when modes go on at night, you can imagine that lighting.
It's going to be more probably blue hues, versus
a little dark.
Day.
Even think of the back LCD being sand, more blue sand, and that's cool. That's cool. So that's what that lighting is really going to help out during different modes.
So
because Labyrinth lighting was badass, but this is going to add just another level of integration.
That is fucking intriguing.
It's cool.
That is intriguing.
Cool. And nobody's going to beat the game just like nobody's beating Labyrinth. Maybe Carl D'Angelo's beat Labyrinth.
Man.
But I don't know anybody's beat the Labyrinth or defeated Jareth. Maybe Barrels is just doing like themes with hunky men. Remember like David Bowie with this big old cod piece.
Now Chalamet.
We got all of that. So rules code we don't know enough about. Music and call-outs. The good thing is that if we're talking about rules and code and call-outs, they have the assets. So they got the film assets, they got the audio and all of that stuff.
Oh, so just in that trailer at the end.
Yeah. I love that stuff. Oh, man. You got that chick. Ah,
God, yeah.
Oh.
That just pulls you in itself and just makes you...
Make your dick hard. No,
It did mine.
Make your worm. Make your sandworm grow.
Yeah, it'll make your worm come out the sand.
I had to expect that we were gonna do that. But yeah.
Actually, we've been pretty reserved for...
Well...
a sandworm.
There's a lot there.
There's a whole lot. So we've been pretty good.
There's a lot
We've been
there.
pretty good.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna sound good. It's gonna. I'm not worried about it. But we haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
So we don't know. Oh, speaking of,
Yeah.
another thing this company's doing, they're shipping. Yeah, they're
Already?
shipping. They're shipping. That's why everybody's like, timing wise, they're coming out with all these games. They're trying to build a brand where they stay consistent with their principles and what they want to do, and they want to have games shipping. Now they're probably like every other manufacturer, where when they start shipping, like Spooky,
There'll be an initial.
they build up production over time,
and it'll take a little bit to now.
but nonetheless, as
still got
people are
games
watching
ready.
this video,
Yeah.
shortly you're going to see these maybe at a show.
Ooh.
Maybe you're going to see one show up to Flip N Out Pinball. Maybe you're going to see one streaming. There's a lot coming. But yeah, that's music. That's call outs. What else? I think that's it. I do want to emphasize that pricing, you can see up on your screen or look up on websites what the pricing is. But with this full package compared to other stuff, it is hard to deny. It's hard to deny because this is like a full LE package from everybody else.
Oh, easily.
But it's substantially lower
Yeah.
than what you're seeing from a lot of these other manufacturers.
Especially just everything you get. I mean, just look at all the toys and just everything. I mean, it's jam
Metallic trim coat package. They even do like the speaker panel. They do the upgraded sound. Infinity glass now. I forgot about that. They're doing their own non-reflective glass.
Good.
They're not upcharging.
Good.
It's included. So you're including
I like
that.
that.
Shaker motor's now included. It wasn't on the Labyrinth. Interior art blades. That may seem like a small thing, but it pulls the world under glass. And I know when I buy LEs from Stern, I don't have to install those things.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I mean it can be a pain installing stuff, but at the same like our blades might be the worst to install.
They're not fun.
No, they're not.
Not fun. We got a video, but they're not fun.
Yeah, it's a good video.
Interactive speaker lighting, that's in there.
Yeah.
They are going to have a topper. They have a topper included for free. It's like kind of what companies do, the 2D plastic thing.
Yeah.
It's of the, it always looked like a damn dragonfly.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
Ornithocopter.
Yeah, which is super cool.
That kind of thing.
I want to see some of that in there too. I hope they utilize that on the back panel and stuff a little bit and do some like animations.
I think you might, yeah. So, and then they got the new lighting system in there that's included. You got the Radcal stuff.
There's a lot.
The Horizon, I'm going to say it right. The Evergloss. You got the Evergloss stuff too. So there's a lot of stuff. I can't think of anything else. But if you do, keep in mind in the future they're going to have maybe some accessories.
Oh,
For those that like, thanks for the free topper, but maybe if you want,
to upgrade. I think that's always a smart thing because I always like something because I received one game that I was fine with the topper that came with the game.
Yes.
I really still wanted to upgrade, but I was still fine with what I was happy that it was there.
Sure.
I was very happy that it was there.
And
So
that's
nice.
an option, but maybe shooter rise. I don't know. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm saying too much now. So there it is. Our first impressions. We are so far pleasantly surprised that it's going in my collection. I can't wait to get our hands on it. Maybe we can do if they're really going to be getting them out there soon. Maybe we can do some gameplay stuff. I want to remind everybody if you want to support this channel straight down the middle, all you got to do is follow.
Exactly.
Just follow.
Yeah.
And some cool stuff to come too to get even closer. Behind the scenes here, straight down the middle.
From overeager distributors to overeager fanboys.
That's right.
That's what we are. Overeager fanboys.
I like that. And if you want to purchase this game, it's super simple. All you got to do is go to flippinoutpinball.com. That helps us out as well. We even have cool stuff we get to add to Flipping Out too in the coming months. All right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Woo!
Man. Things are looking up.
Another Dune surprise type thing.
Things are looking up.
They'll get you.
But yeah, if you want to purchase it, we would be beyond grateful if you purchased through Flip N Out Pinball. Look, for legit, try this out. Test it out. All you've got to do is email Greg, Greg, at flippinoutpinball.com and tell him you want one, and he'll get you one.
Flip the letter N out.
He will legit get you one. I think they might even be giving preference to locations.
First, good.
In the production thing. So trying to
That's
get
nice.
And we have the pleasure of being one of their premier dealers, one of their larger dealers. So so we're gonna get a nice amount of them throughout the
yes.
week. Oh man, nicely done, Barrows. Congratulations to everybody over there.
What a surprise.
On the spectacle that this is. You've shocked these Indiana boys, and we're pumped up to play it and share it with the rest of the world.
Yeah.
I got another video. See you guys later. Check this thing out. All right, Greg, buddy, you ready?
Yeah.
You all right? Okay. Play it.
It's always intriguing. New games.
Oh, this one will get you.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's pretty
Look at that art. Damn.
Sexy, isn't it?
Dude, that thing has...
Oh, just wait.
Oh. Like, look at all those sculpts, man.
Yeah, the whole thing is...
Oh, that... What is that thing to the...
I think you saw Radical. You're going to want to go back and watch it again and again.
Like,
and again.
I'm already don't even know what I'm looking at. I mean, it's like, there's magnets, there's things kicking stuff back. It's going
Four magnets.
Oh!
Yeah.
Is that the worm?
Yeah. No, just wait.
Oh, it forces you. Oh my gosh, it's like it reminds me of like the blinders, like type of Who type thing.
Oh yeah, the paint box. Yeah,
it comes out doing.
If you let go, you'll die.
Oh my gosh, dude, that harvester is amazing.
That's clean. Yeah.
That is good. Oh man.
There we go. The suspense.
So it can race.
Yeah,
it just doesn't.
That worm.
Oh, you bash it.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh that, yeah. Oh my god. That,
it can. Oh, that score gives me chills.
Oh, it does. Like, I literally have goosebumps from it.
It can eat the ball into a subway. Oh, it's nuts.
Dude, there is so much.
Yeah, okay, everybody. He's going to go back and watch it again. Look at it. He's going back and watch it.
I got to see. That harvester hole. Oh, dude, the explosions on that freaking backpack. Dude.
Oh, yeah, before we go, I got to show you. So, David Van Ness and Brian sent me something else. They were like, show Greg this too. Because you know how we talk about like the LCD in the back of the game, how we love so much?
That's why I was glad to see like Labyrinth was good. But like I'm like that harvester exploding.
We can't show people this, but you play that and just wait. This is like some of the stuff that they're working on the LCD screen to do.
Like, I already feel like that's so much more open than what Labyrinth was. I mean, I know that there's like a lot of stuff in there, but like that screen
you like that you can see, yeah. But yeah, just wait and see.
And see what. Am I allowed to I can't say what's on here, but I'm just gonna
people will find out soon enough, like cool stuff like that will happen.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
See, so a lot of interaction on that back of that screen.
Oh, that's exactly
what we've been talking about.
Yep, what we were talking about. We're like, that it's just so underutilized.
So more of that to come.
Wow.
You hit it off with the bumper, now straight down the middle again. You had a fling with a slingshot, you're rolling out the alley again. I try to cradle you.